Okay, thank you for introducing me. And hi, everyone. My name is Michelle Park, Director South Korea from Novotech. I'm pleased to introduce Australian clinical trial solutions for Korean biotech's international clinical development here. Next slide, please. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna talking about Novotech's capabilities, how we are closely collaborating with our clients for mutual success. Next, please. Novotech is well known as Asia Pacific specialized full service CRO. Our headquarters is Sydney, based in Australia, and we have 12 branches with 21 offices across the region. As a full-service CRO, we are providing various clinical services from the beginning, feasibility, consulting to commercialization, as you see in the bottom of this slide. We are also providing high-end technology solutions, for instance, CTMS, EDC, ETMF, and safety system, all ISO certified upon our client needs. We are closely working with small and mid-sized biotech companies with various phases and therapeutic area, but exclusively specialized in first-in-human phase 1 trial. Also, we have managed over 1,200 projects, including APEC components of pivotal trial for multiple FDA and EMA registered products over the past 20 years. With the historical records, we are receiving Biotech CRO Company of the Year award from Frost & Sullivan for the 4th consecutive year. And recently we've got also Great Workplace 2021 certification for the 2nd consecutive year. Next, please. As mentioned in earlier slides, Novotech is being positioned as a leading APEC biotech CRO specialist and consisting of 2 operating brands, Novotech and PPC under Novotech Health Holdings, with over 1,765 employees across the region. Next, please. We are extremely competent with phase 1 experiences, over 500 clinical trials, not only for main therapeutic area oncology, but for other infectious disease, neurology, or rare disease. So it makes us a highly experienced local providers within ANZ market and a partner of choice for many international biotech companies, including Korean. Next, please. Biodesk is our in-house intelligent expert consultancy, including CMC manufacturing, toxicology, clinical, medical, and regulatory affairs with extensive industry experience, covering all phases of drug development to offer a seamless product development to product program delivery solution and a partner from bench to market. Biodesk is working closely with clients to design and implement manufacturing and non-clinical plans considering of commercial timelines and budgets. Also, provides the guidance to the clients through the drug development process to achieve company milestones. This is one of the most satisfactory services from our biotech company clients we are very proud of. And so far, Biodesk has supported approximately 550 client projects. Next slide, please. Let's go over the clinical trial environment of Australia, how it's pragmatic and attractive for our clients' first clinical trial destination. Next, please. When a client decides their trial destination to Australia, pragmatic attractiveness would be the key factor to choose, which are focused on quality, speed, efficiency, and the cost. The clinical data in Australia is accepted by FDA and EMA with high standard of quality. And any biotech companies can initiate a clinical trial in Australia in parallel to the preparation of a US IND submission, as no CTA or IND required, but just ethics approval and TGA notification needed. Also, first-in-human data is obtained earlier in development, so earlier next round funding support and more meaningful IND-CTA applications would be available, which is very efficient. For the speed and cost perspective, let me talk about the later part of the slide. Next, please. There are a couple of more benefits for Korea client to choose Australia, which are same time zone advantages, counter seasonality in case of any weather-influenced disease like flu, and well-established standard templates. It doesn't require additional contract review and negotiation with site, resulting in cost and time saving. Next, please. The two major factors which client decides to go with their clinical trial destination in Australia would be the speed and the cost as mentioned in earlier slide deck. Extraordinary speed startup would be available from ethics committee submission to site initiation, which 6 to 8 weeks, if using central IRB by most private clinics and phase 1 units in Australia. There is no process to get health authority approval in Australia, but just notification to TGA. Having said that, client considers public site with one more step to get RGO in some regions, such as well-known PI or site reputation, but it also takes only one more month when 3 months total available from ethics committee submission to site initiation. Lastly, more simple submission dossier is available compared to other countries in Australia. No additional CMC data is required as long as it's included in the IB. The other submission documents are pretty much simple: protocol, ICF, patient materials, indemnity insurance, budget, and the site list. Next, please. Last but the least, cost matters for any client. This is the most attractive why client, even US clients, choose Australia by getting R&D cash refund in any expenses for clinical trials in Australia. As long as the client meets that criteria, they can get up to 43.5% cash refund in the next round year. Novotech is providing one-stop solution, closely working with local-based R&D advisors, accountants who have supported our clients in setting up their Australian subsidiaries and successfully getting significant refunds each year. Next, please. We have collaborated with phase 1 units on the long-standing and productive partnerships, not the biggest phase 1 unit nucleus network, but the other well-established phase 1 unit, CMEX, Scientia, and linear clinical research. Next, please. Also, we have closely networking with a large number of early phase private and specialist commercial sites in Australia as well. Next, please. This slide is talking about our case study in terms of speed when one of our Korea clients conducted phase 2 oncology study in Australia. They achieved outstanding milestones from study startup to last patient in within 15 months under rapid clinical trial environment. Success factor came from accelerated feasibility, prompt ethics committee approval, and subsequent site initiation, fast recruitment by preparing potential subjects in advance under strong site relationship with Novotech. Next, please. Also, Korean biotechs are actively working with Biodesk in various phases in their development. One client who has developed cancer drugs had preliminary preclinical advice from Biodesk for toxicology data review and a gap analysis, so the phase 1 trial in Australia was contracted with Novotech. And the other client who has inflammatory and metabolic pipeline and worked in phase 1 study with us had been advised for a US IND submission from Biodesk, so phase 2 study in the States is available. Next, please. Last piece of today's agenda is how we are ensuring clinical trial continuity in Australia during COVID-19 circumstances. Next, please. As you see in the table, most of the green color means no obstacles or hurdles for every clinical trial step, from ethics committee review to monitoring in Australia top 10 sites, which is almost back to normal. Novotech is very closely observing country and site activities in a weekly basis from the top management level and sharing them with our clients through client bulletin format in the website. You can see the examples of client bulletin for COVID-19 situations in the next page of slide. Next, please. In a nutshell, Australia has shown a high level of clinical trial continuity during COVID-19 pandemic as traditional trial locations phase continued. If anyone has any questions about Novotech or clinical trials in Australia, please feel free to reach out via my email in the last piece of this slide or website. Thank you for listening and your time today. Hope you enjoy the rest of the session in BioKorea. Thank you.